Hey, Spuddies PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Total War 3 Kingdoms. So, we just took over Yuzhou, or Yazhou, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, but we're also in the process of downgrading these buildings, and we also have to fight over here with Laoji, or Gongsun Zan. So I'm trying to think. I think we're technically like... we have like the same name. I don't know how names work or whatever in China. Now I'm tempted to recruit a little bit more units. We could get these Peasant Raiders, which are like cheap versions of the Raider Cavalry. They're almost as good. They have a little bit weaker on the morale and attack rate. And they do a little bit less damage, I believe. Yeah, they do a little bit less damage in general, but they're much cheaper. And I think their main job would be to chase off people. So I think we could get a pack of those, and they're pretty cheap. And then with this guy, we could pick up a pair of cheap archer militia. Now that does significantly hurt our treasury, but I think we're going to stay at this level of troops for a very long time. They'll take a little bit of time to muster. So we'll sit still here for maybe this turn, and then we'll go ahead and move on and see what we can do.
Tolerance is the best we can offer.
Don Min wants peace, but he wants way too much stuff from me. So I'm going to reject that. That's the guy who took over as Emperor of China. Now I'm wondering where this guy's army is. Okay, he's coming down to the trade port. So we are going to have to start moving out. I think we can beat this guy. It's likely that we lose the trade port, but we might be able to force him to take some losses. Okay, the threat of Liu. I'm going to bide my time. I don't want to declare any more wars while I'm in the middle of a war with this guy. And we're going to go ahead and just move. Now, unfortunately, we don't get to get the mustering advantage because we moved. That's okay. I'm okay with that. And I think we're going to demolish this to get the full refund. And then we'll hopefully set this up to be a productive area. So it's likely that we lose this trade port, which is kind of unfortunate. It does have a little bit of a garrison. It has 2 swords infantry and 2 archers. So we might be able to do a significant amount of damage to this guy's army. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, we are going to fight this battle. Hopefully give you guys a few good battles each. I want to get like at least 2, maybe 1 to 2 battles in each episode, just so it's not totally managing the actual sort of strategic map. Although, you know, I'm kind of okay. Personally, that's the part that I really enjoy. I mean, the battles are cool, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the time I have a lot more fun when I'm doing this. Okay, so I think we're missing an archer. Oh, I thought we would have 2 archer groups in here. Looks like our commander is an archer captain. Out of curiosity, what's the comparison here? The archer captain just has a lot more health. Alright, so he's approaching from over here. We do have some internal towers to help us fight. Mostly externals. This tower is damaged, unfortunately, as is this one. Sorry, they're not damaged, they were just out of range. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to park the... Saber militia here.
Still yourselves.
Have this group of archers over here occupying this. They'll provide fire support. And we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna ideally keep these guys within the range of the towers, so we'll try to pack in nice and close there. We'll see what the AI does in terms of like attacking me, but we'll keep some archers over here. Ready to retreat back to this tower, because we want to try to inflict as much attrition damage as we can on the enemy. I think this is a pretty reasonable setup, so we'll kind of see what he does, where he goes. I think he might just straight up attack us. but our towers will make short work of them. And we can actually direct the towers, which is really cool. Yeah, they're taking some pretty heavy casualties. I think focus on those G militia. We can get a couple of those infantry units to rout. That would be really good. Go ahead and focus on the G militia because they have no shields. Focus on the G militia. We can get good damage on these G militia because they're unarmored as far as I remember, so they'll take really, really heavy casualties. Swordsmen are getting hurt pretty bad. Get these guys up close as reinforcements. Now he does have a couple of hero units, which is going to make my life really difficult. That's okay. Go ahead and focus fire in there. Focus on the Saber militia. Let's get you guys into the fight. Okay, it looks like we're doing really, really good casualties. Doing a lot of damage. Now they did take over these towers. It's kind of unfortunate. These archers are hopefully doing a lot of damage to their own units. We've almost made these G militia run. Let's keep you firing. I'll get these guys to fall back. We've got some of them to run. Fall back to here. We want to fight within the range of these towers. Go charge these guys into melee. Try to hold this tower. You guys will get absolutely butchered, which is fine. But you'll do a bit of damage before you go down. Let's make you into a little box. You guys are fighting pretty well, actually. All things considered. We should be shooting them. Try to get these guys to retreat. They'll take some pretty good casualties from these shots. They're running off. They might come back. Looks like we completely broke. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to maybe be able to attrition them down a little bit more. But I think we did some really, really good casualties there. We got a lot of kills with our archers and our towers and stuff. We cut his army down, so he's going to have to spend a lot of time recovering. So hopefully we can hit him back really quickly with our main army. We're still recovering with our main army, but it should be a fairly easy kill if we can catch him. I mean, we lose the village, and he... I don't know what he did. Hopefully he didn't, like, sack it or something, or loot it. Would be unfortunate. Enemy seized one of our settlements. Yeah. Shameful defeat. So he gets a little bit of experience for actually suffering a shameful defeat. We're going to stop right here in order to get another turn of reinforcements. And then we'll move in to take this guy out. Because he's actually quite a few turns from replenishing. And if we get that extra turn of reinforcements before we get up to him, that would be good. I would love to do this upgrade so this city has walls. And I think I would do it if I had any food production, but I don't. Over here, we're going to grab state workshops again, because this is an industry-focused area. So we'll do that. That'll give that something to do. That'll get us a little bit more income as well. Alrighty.
Obey the heart.
So now, even though we're quite a few turns away from being fully replenished on some of these units, we're going to move in.
Marching.
And we'll attack these guys next turn. So he ran away. I should be able to retake this with minimal losses. Noble birth. Okay, cool. Daughter has been born.
Press onward.
We will just delegate this. Be very low casualties. Probably won't take more than like 100 men.
A clear mind leads to victory.
We'll just occupy it.
Fine settlement. We'll take it. To war.
So the trade port is still intact, which is great.
Get the stables ready for my
We'll get ready to attack him. I think I'll upgrade this now. No, I think I'll prioritize upgrading over here. Question is, do I want the inn? This does give a boost to commerce. I would really like the private workshops, but it needs to be a small city, because this would give a boost to commerce and industry. But I think the inn... Inscription, tax collection... This would hurt my public order. This would give a bit. This would give a bit of commerce income, which is really what I'm after. Man, it's tough to say. A lot of the things I want to build require actually a bit of food support, so I kind of regret deleting this food production building. Well, I deleted it, so I may as well stick with that. Yeah, I could have brought this up to level 2. I'm gonna need food. Yeah, oh man, I regret deleting this now. I'm gonna get it back. Bit of a mistake, but you know, that's kind of the process of learning the game. Now, I wanted to also unlock down here. There is the Peasant Band, which is spear infantry. And because we have the... +2 starting ranks for peasant infantry. I think that would be really cool. This will give me some population growth across my empire, which is really, really nice. Means my cities will start expanding. I'll get more tax from them, stuff like that.
And never waver.
You can't quite reach that guy, but next turn we will.
You would not need fear us.
Yuan Shao wants a non-aggression pact for a Great Glaive. Let's renegotiate this. I don't want to give you a Great Glaive. I don't want to give him an ultimatum. I'll just give him a bit of money. See if he wants peace. As long as it's not too much. I can't give him enough money. What about an ancillary? He wants my Great Glaive, which is maybe a little bit much. What about the White Thoroughbred? Then would you give me a bit of money? No, he'll take this deal though.
Your acceptance gives us joy.
The non-aggression pact there is pretty important. So he's retreating to lick his wounds. I might want to try to starve him out by taking out the toolmaker, or I could go straight up chase him down. I think it would be a good idea to chase him down.
Gongsun advances.
We have a non-aggression pact with Yuan Shao, so that means we shouldn't have any problems with him attacking us for now. Unless he decides to break the non-aggression pact, then we're in like pretty bad shape. Can I catch him? I'd love to catch him. Master of Defense. Ooh, okay. So our troops are getting experience. I don't know how to see... there it is. My troops are starting to get some levels on them, which I think gives them, if we compare these two units... Yeah, I think it gives them a little bit of attack bonus and stuff. Although these are different units, so I shouldn't compare those. I want to compare like with like. Like if I compare these two units, these guys have slightly better morale and melee defense. And like a very, very tiny upgrade on their attack rate.
Autumn ushers in transformation. For China.
Can we catch this guy in battle by attacking the city?
Show fury.
No. But I'm just going to delegate this. There's no walls. And this will also starve him out from his reinforcements.
Reason can be stronger than steel.
We're just going to occupy it.
This belongs to us now.
I don't think there's any reason to loot and sack it. It's only a level 2 settlement. There's no reason to downgrade it.
Bring me news.
We'll start chasing him down. Toolmaker, horse exchange, communal workshops. Lots of money is available to us now. I think the iron mine represents a better upgrade in terms of industry income. Plus 100, so it would take 26 turns to pay for itself. But it would pay for itself eventually, so I think that's a worthy investment. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, if I go here, I could upgrade this, and then I'm in a position to potentially upgrade this. Like, this is a really bad upgrade, but the extra plus 2 food means I could potentially upgrade this to a higher level, which would mean if Don Min wants me to become a vassal, I'm going to reject that.
We will remember this.
They're going to chase this guy down. He's being pretty slippery. Oh, I should put someone on an assignment. Particularly, some of my guys are really unhappy. Yeah, this guy right here, the court noble Yang Gang, is really, really unhappy. I flogged the troops, so a little bit of public disorder. So let's grab this guy. And I'll give him a purpose. I'll just give him that job. It's not a very useful job, but it'll give him something to do, basically. Alright, let's chase him down now. We're actually not that much stronger with the Toolmaker garrison. I should have gone for the Toolmaker first.
Seize this chance before we reconsider.
Negotiate. How do I make you a vassal? Want peace. Who've achieved rank of Marquis, but not Emperor. Ah, okay, so I'm not allowed to actually do this because I'm not big enough yet. So I'm going to reject this peace deal.
We were too generous.
And we'll just take him out instead. I'm hoping that I have the units I need to take this out. In fact, what I might do is I might starve him out. And that'll mean he'll have to come out and fight me, which will put me at a little bit less of a disadvantage. We are burning a lot of military supplies from the fact that it's winter, where supplies are scarce. But hopefully that's fine. Making a bit of money. That's upgrading. So we'll be able to upgrade this town soon to level 4, which will open up another building slot, which is exactly what we want. So... Pyrrhic victory, we're evenly matched. Let's start the battle. He has slightly more troops than me. But I'm technically on the defense here.
Fortune smiles upon us.
The important thing is he won't have the towers working in his favor, and that's really, really important. And that's what I was hoping for, to him to come fight me.
Proud words, brother.
To the battle, then!
Master Sun teaches caution in the face.
Okay, so let's look at the battle. Their reinforcements are coming from... Okay. Their reinforcements are coming from over here. So it's most likely they're going to deploy in an area that is, like, close to that. Because they're going to want to group up. Let me have a look at this terrain. This terrain is not amazing for archers. Actually very unfortunate for archers, but I might just sit back and let him come to me. So what we'll do is we'll take all this infantry, we'll sit them behind this archer line. We'll take these cavalry guys. Now these are halberd cavalry and these are shock, like spear cavalry, who are good at charges, right? Like you see, if you look at their melee charge bonus, it's pretty high compared to their damage. Although they do have pretty good armor piercing attack, actually. Actually, now that I look at it, they're not that good at charging. We have our 2 horse archers. I think I'm happy with the way things are. He's going to be looking to regroup, so let's head up this way. What we're going to do is we're going to have archers, the cautious dragon. We're going to get this formation going. I'll just let time pass quickly. And then we will advance here in a moment. So run. Get there quicker, please. Okay, so I want you to advance to there. Not running. Don't run. Advancing as a formation. Are they coming towards me? No, it looks like they're standing still to wait for their reinforcements. That's fine. We'll slowly march our way over. What might be a good idea, though, is to turn... Stop running, please. No need to run. Like, no need to tire yourself out when you're fresh. Now, our heroes, I believe, are a lot stronger than his. He's got a sentinel. Whereas we have a pretty good spread of stuff. Their cavalry are coming forward. Let's go get our skirmisher cavalry to go deal with that. You can run. Do a bit of damage to him. Okay, fall back now. Get our other skirmisher cavalry out here. Where are they? March like that. Shoot those guys. Do some damage to them. We'll get our cavalry to countercharge. Taking some pretty beefy hits. Oh, you need to get out of there.
The enemy unit flees. What coward!
Okay, great. You guys have done an amazing job. Can you deal with those saber militia? I need you to countercharge. Countercharge. You guys need to counter that cavalry. Loose formation. Fall back. Okay, you guys have done your job. Come back here. Okay, archers fall back. Archers fall back. Archers fall back. Archers fall back. Let's get these halberd infantry moving in. And let's get this guy in here with this guy. Let's get this guy engaged in combat. Fight there. Fight there. You go deal with him. Countercharge there. Challenge to a duel. Alright, nice. I think we'll win that duel. He's a commander, but our guy is like really, really strong. I might have to run from that duel. We'll see. Charge. Countercharge. You go join that fight in melee. Not an ideal melee fight for these guys, but I should be able to pull these guys off to counter attack. Right, can you now fire into this mass of units? I know you're facing the wrong way.
Look, the enemy run! Craven!
Okay, we're winning that duel. That's good. We're also winning this fight over here. We're winning this cavalry battle. Okay, they've completely broken. That's amazing. You go pepper their back. I'm going to get you to charge them in the back. Chase them down. Nice. You emerged victorious. Great job. Get back on your mount. And then get in here and fight these guys. Get our archers. Oof. You guys have run away. You guys have taken way too much damage. Right, you get in there to fight. Good job. More units fleeing. Need you to support there. Support there. Charge into their back. You need to support this unit. Okay, they're fleeing. Go ahead and take on this infantry. You take on this infantry too. I'm gonna get my archers to fight their archers. Who's not fighting? Alright, you're not fighting.
Our success looms large.
Let's get you to push through. Let's get you guys to push through as well now. You've run out of ammo. It's good to just get your archers into the fight when they run out of ammo, because like just an extra few bodies means they're absorbing hits for other units. You need to get in there. See if you can like... Can I just get you to run through the middle and then fight? There you go. Now you're doing some damage. These archers are not really going to hold the line, so I need to get some charge cavalry to hit them from the side. Alright, I think things are cleaning up here. I need you to go deal with him, because he's running amok.
Look, the enemy run! Craven!
Get you to charge there. Can you get up through here and try to get these guys from the side? Alright, looks like they broke. That's excellent. Perfect. We took a lot of casualties. Some of our archers were basically obliterated. Cavalry archers, for example, are down to 10 men, which is really, really low. But that's fine. It's not a big deal. We did okay, I think. I feel like I managed that pretty well. We were against a superior force, but I feel like we came out on top there. You know, we got a lot of kills on these guys. I think... Who was the MVP, out of curiosity? It looks like it was this guy. These two guys did a lot of damage. My infantry did a good job, as did my horse archers. One of my horse archers didn't do that great. I think they kind of tanked a lot of damage. Let me see. Gongsun Zan. I could recruit this guy. It would just cost me money. I could execute him. I would get a scholar. Or I could release him and get a bit of money. I don't think I need to employ him. The undercover network cost for spies. He's brilliant. Oh, he's actually amazing as a commander because he really hurts enemy stuff. I'm actually... Man, I don't think I can afford to employ him, but if I had the money to, I would employ this guy because I really like this brilliant trait. But I'm going to I'm going to release him.
Release the prisoners.
I'd really like to take the replenishment, but I think money is just so hard for me to come by right now that I'm going to take the money to start with. Oh dear, I should not have zoomed out so aggressively. Let's see. Spreading illness. Disease spread amongst men. I'm going to send medicine. It'll cost me 100, but that's fine. So now we've basically broken them. I'm not going to fight this battle because it's just like a rehash of the battle we just had. I'm just going to delegate it. We'll probably take like 200-300 casualties in this fight. Yeah, 100. We'll get a bunch more money. We gained an ancillary. We're going to get a bunch of income. I don't think I'm going to loot and occupy. I think I'm just going to occupy.
A fine settlement. We'll take it.
Gongsun Zan. Maybe remember that their name is sent into oblivion.
I have returned.
So now we've kind of carved out this little corner of the map for ourselves. Now, if I wanted to declare war on this guy, I think he would be my main next target. We go to our missions. So I need to destroy Liu Yu. We're gaining momentum. We're almost second marquee. So this building is about to be upgraded, which means I can justify upgrading this. Which will open up a building slot, and then I'll be able to farm in here, and then I'll be able to upgrade another town, which will open up another building slot. And then I'll be able to continue that chain of just upgrading and building my strength.
Get the stables ready for my horses.
Okay. I could afford to recruit more units, but I think I'm going to stay at about this size. I'd rather start building a second army. So for these guys, I'm going to send them down to Yuzu. They'll take a few turns to get there, but that's not a big deal. Okay, and I want to unlock this Peasant Band. I want to start using like lots of peasant units. Like that kind of just appeals to me. Heavy repeating crossbowmen, onyx dragons, pearl dragons, saber infantry, yellow dragons, saber cavalry, mounted archers. They're pretty cheap actually. I just need strategic fortresses. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to work on that. I take supply canals, which would give me some boosts. And I'll make my way over there. I know I said I wanted the peasant bands, but, you know, things change. Oh, so you got a level up. That's awesome. So what can I do with you? Ooh, this would increase our chance of capturing enemy officers. That could be very lucrative in the long term. So this would give your own retinue. Ooh. Plus 25% range damage. That's really great because he's like the guy who carries like the archers and stuff. 10% ranged armor piercing, 10% ranged firing rate. I think I'm going to take the 25% range damage. Just going to make sure these guys do a lot of damage.
Follow the heart.
What is it? These guys do 25-20 if I apply this. Now they do 31-20. That's really nice. A great upgrade.
Your arrival is welcome.
I'm curious, can I do any upgrades here? So you're using just a +2 authority horse. We've got a +6 authority horse. What's the speed? 68, 1.5k mass. There's a 2k mass horse here. It's a little bit slower, but it gets a charge bonus. Cunning, authority. Authority isn't bad for us. Satisfaction, morale. Cunning isn't super useful, although we do have archery cavalry. Authority. I think I'm going to take the authority horse on this guy. And then this guy, I think I'm going to give this guy the cunning horse. Because that'll make his archers more effective. And it'll also give us more military supplies. Yeah, extra ammunition is great because it means these guys can fire for longer. And you have just the 2 expertise horse. It's not amazing. So I might just grab this authority horse for the sake of getting better mass and a little bit of authority. Right. I think we've taken care of most things. Now, one of my towns could do with an upgrade. That's over here. Oh, there's a damaged building in here. Ah, the toolmaker got damaged. Costing 130 to repair. I'm going to repair that. Level 2 toolmaker. Liu declared war on Han Fu. That's this guy, so we want to get to war with him as soon as we can. That's why we're marching down here. We're regaining military supplies. We're getting a bit of replenishment. Bit of extra... The population in here. Public order is hurting the population. I'm gonna tax exempt this place, even though it's gonna really hurt my income, because I need the public order to start raising up. I'll tax exempt here as well, just for a couple of turns to get the public order up a little bit, because like, ouch. Can't afford the tax exempt. Well, I could. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna tax exempt for a couple turns. Just to get the public order up to a like manageable level. Yuan Shao wants to form a coalition. I think he's asking for way too much stuff though. I'm not ready for a coalition. So the public order problem is getting better because of tax reasons. Alright, so that's getting better. Local characters, faction support. How do I measure faction support? Liu Bei. Okay. Army has movement speed. Yep, keep moving. A little bit of population growth in here is great. Pretty good public order. Put tax on these places to try and get the... I don't know how to measure, like, where's the faction support of this province? We could upgrade Lao Shi. This would give me a little bit of... I'm not sure if this is... I'm not sure if the horse exchange is the right thing to build here. I mean, it does give a bit of commerce income, but wouldn't I much prefer to build, like... the... One of these gives industry commerce, I swear. Oh, not really. Gives a lot of population growth. Work provides living wage, yeah. I think this does eventually give industry boost, right? No. What one does? Is it the marketplace? Yeah, I think we'd rather get a marketplace in here. So I might rip this down preemptively and put one of those food production places in there. Now we should be producing food from this little thing right here. Making a little bit of food, just +2. Just kind of supporting. I'd like to get all these cities up to level 4. Because then I'd unlock new buildings and I could start to expand my empire a little bit in terms of like buildings and stuff. Alright, we're getting new people born. Are any of my people unmarried? That's a really good question. We could hire people, but I don't think I need to. Got a few guys coming up of age. Got some connections. Haven't met some of these guys.
Gongsun advances.
Gained in a wooden ox. Noble birth. Horse exchange has been deleted over here. I think it would be good to do a land surveying office here. Can we... Stop taxing. I'll tax exempt here one more turn. We'll wait till the public order is a little bit better, in a little bit better shape, and then we'll cut taxes elsewhere. I'm hoping that there's a long-term benefit to getting public order really high in a province. I don't know if that's true, but I'm hoping that that is true. So let's have a look here. We're going to turn off the tax exemption, which is going to restore our income here. So we're up 100% public order, which is giving us 3k population growth. So I think it's better just to make sure it's a little bit higher than, like, 50 points is enough, I think. We can turn that off. Brothers in arms, you get a bit of satisfaction. Relationship deepens. Characters, what's wrong with you? Ah, you leveled up. So I'm gonna grab Scare on you. This place is 2 turns from upgrading, which is good. You are no longer tax exempt. You still need to be tax exempt because you're a little bit low on public order. We are going to head here for the winter.
Bring me news of the province.
I'm going to talk to this guy.
Let us get this over with.
Can I threaten war? Give me that, or I declare war. Oh, diplomatic ultimatums make me less trustworthy. Okay, I don't think he has any allies or anything. I don't know how to tell that. Yeah, he has no allies. There's no trade partners. I'd actually like to trade with this guy if I could.
State your terms.
He doesn't have a free trade route. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think I'm just going to declare war on this guy. Maybe next turn.
I have returned. Have my general's report.
When winter goes away. And we'll go to the next turn.
We must end your tyranny.
Oh, he declared war on me. Even better. It's like perfect. Now I feel now I have like justification. I'm like, it's totally, I'm just defending myself, bro. Go ahead and get in on the fight. This is again another one of those tiny little fights. I'm just going to delegate it. I'd much rather fight like more meaningful battles.
A clear mind leads to victory.
We will just occupy.
This belongs to us now.
Yep, sure does belong to us now. Now this is great. I think horse pastures produce food, right? No, they reduce the upkeep for cavalry units faction wide. That's actually really good.
Get the stables ready for my horses.
I don't know if that actually is that like I wish I understood how, a little bit better how that like specific modifier worked. Does it just like take the highest level of all of these? Do these guys stack together? Is it additive stacking? Is it multiplicative stacking? Right? These are like small little details that it would be really cool if the game was a little bit clearer on that. So I think I really wanted to learn horse archers, which is over here. We'll grab the strategic military fortresses, which will actually give me some really nice stuff. Satisfaction for vanguards and military supplies. And then this will give me campaign movement range, which is going to be amazing. So I could upgrade these horse pastures, and it might actually be worth it because it'll give me some extra garrisons in here. Now it does take a little bit of upkeep to upgrade this. But the extra garrison is really, really nice. Makes cavalry much cheaper too, and I want to make good use of cavalry up here. This city is about to grow. Oh right, I meant to turn off tax exemption on one of these guys. I can't remember who.
We would be no threat to you.
Okay, so they want Han Fu wants a non-aggression pact. I don't know who you are. Like Hanfu. I don't know who you are or where you are. So purely on that ground, I'm rejecting it.
Another time then.
Not because not for any like reason like that would make sense, but it's just I've never seen you before. You're a stranger. You read one of this, so we got a chance to gain an ancillary. Cool. Let's see, building. Okay, nice. We completed a small city in here. Now, there's a food negative. I think it might be good. This would give me commerce and industry. On the other hand, I could do land development and upgrade the amount of food that I'm making. And that would allow me to support another city to upgrade. Otherwise, we could just make this a lot better. Industry and commerce upgrades. You know what I mean? We could do private workshops. Now they do have an upkeep, but it would get me a lot of money. Alternatively, I could do the military government, which would just straight up give me 8% income from all areas, and give me public order, and give me prestige. Right? Like this seems pretty good. 8% income, like across all categories, is pretty nice. Does it also reduce corruption? It can later on. I feel like the military government building is just so good. It kind of acts like tax collection, but without the big hit to public order. So I'm gonna grab this. This seems like worth building basically everywhere.
The White Horse General answers China's call. Bring me news of the province.
I don't see his army. I'm gonna assume his army is out on campaign, so I'm safe to aggressively approach his land. I'll be able to take him out. You still exempt from tax? You are. I mean, I've let you go this far. I may as well, like... No. No more tax exemption. You need to pay your way. We're up to 800 per turn. So I feel pretty safe to maybe raise another army. Like a horse archer army would be really cool. So who is my... Oh, they all have their own special abilities. So who would be the leader of this army? Tian Kai, Gongsun Zan. This guy would move really quickly across the land, which I really like that idea. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Yang Gang. I'm gonna have him, the Yang Gang. Yang Gang. Are you in the Yang Gang? I'm in the Yang Gang. Oh boy. That's a good, okay. So I'm gonna try and take out their city to maybe... On min. Pay the ransom.
China's problems need an iron will. Press onward.
We're gonna delegate this real quick. This will cut off all of their supplies.
Be immovable.
I think that's their last city. We're just gonna occupy it. Not their last city. They've got another one down here. We're now a duke. We gain momentum. Let's raise an army here in this city. Yangan. Bit of cavalry. He's gonna hang out there recruiting. I might recruit some extra stuff, but I don't have enough money this turn. I definitely want this guy to be like heavy on the cavalry side of things. I might recruit Peasant Raiders. So Dai can be exempt from tax to regain.
Get the stables ready for my horses.
We definitely need to chase this lady down, but we're going to recover some of our stuff right now. We'll go to the next turn.
My advisors recommend this.
Yuan Shao wants to form a coalition. Treaties with us. War atrocities against our enemies. I'm gonna go ahead and reject that.
If that is your choice.
He's really strong. It would probably be a good idea to sign a coalition with him. So they're gonna go for the horse pastures. But the really cool thing is that the garrison here is going to come out and assist us in this battle.
Channel peasants,
She might retreat.
herald my approach. Try war.
Faction Air, what is your problem? Ooh, skill points. Okay, you've got some skill points. You've got 8. Ooh, night battles. I like the idea of that. And I would give you fire arrows too. Do we have someone on assignment? That's a really good question. Income from industry, income from peasantry, public order, minus 50% corruption, commerce, silk and spice. Oh, you know what we could do? I think we've unlocked some stuff up here. We can get a Chancellor. And who do we want to be our Chancellor? I think we'll leave the Chancellor position closed for now until we have someone who like really wants to take it. Yeah, I really want to get some more of this Peasant Cavalry. Now I know we're using the Mounted Lancer Militia. And if we compare the two, like really, the Peasant Cavalry, they start off at a higher level. They're a little bit weaker, but they do have higher attack and attack speed. Or they have higher armor piercing. They have better melee evasion, they have weaker attack, better piercing attack, much better piercing attack, better attack rate, weaker charge, and worse morale. So I think, you know what, I'm going to go for the Peasant Cavalry. We're going to recruit 2 of those. We're going to have a little horse army running around out here as a support army.
For China.
We'll attack you next turn. I know Lao Shi wants upgrades. I know. We do tax collection here. It's free. Would give me a little bit of money. Would hurt public order. Very slowly, and then we can just tax exempt every now and again to like restore public order. Yeah, we'll throw that in for now because we've nothing else to spend our points on, right? We've no other things to do. I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Zhang Yang is a bandit. He's about equal power to me. He wants me to join his coalition. I'm gonna reject. Here's what I would really like to do.
Stupid choice.
I don't know what a coalition does. I don't know what a coalition is. But here's what I'd like to do. Can I negotiate with these guys and say, hey, look, like, you guys are totally screwed.
Let us get this over with.
Let's have peace, okay? I need to be bigger. No, I'm just gonna take your land, I guess. We are gonna fight this battle, but I think we're gonna fight it next episode.
March. Be unrelenting.
We're gonna fight this battle. She is heavily invested into archers, which I'm kind of okay with. She's got peasant bands. They're pretty strong. They're pretty good. They're really good spear infantry. We're pretty heavy on cavalry and light on stuff. I'd say we're about evenly matched army size, but because I'm so heavily skewed towards cavalry, it looks like her numbers are way better. So I will just no, I didn't want to do this. Withdraw. Okay, I'm gonna save the game here, and then I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.